Hey everyone, this is Jordan from Madtown Studios. Welcome back to another episode of Drawing the Facts. Now before I continue with this episode, if you're new to this channel, welcome. If you want to see more content, hit the subscribe button down below. And if you like this episode, like and comment and share and all that good stuff. In today's episode, we're going to be learning some facts about a very important and very popular figure in art history, and that is Mona Lisa. And there's not going to be a lot of tricks or treats today. I'm just going to draw her in her natural, beautiful form. But there is going to be one little spice I'm going to add to this little video. I'm going to draw Mona Lisa, but I'm going to draw her blind. I just got my eyes surgically erased, so I'm going to be drawing Mona Lisa all by memory. So, ladies and gentlemen, grab your brushes and your eggs. This is Drawing the Facts, Mona Lisa. Alright, let's get started. So, fact number 1. Did you know that Mona Lisa is not her actual name? Her real name is Lisa Gherardini, who was the husband of Francesco del Giocondo, who commissioned the work in Florence, Italy around 1503. The name Mona Lisa is actually transferred in Italy as My Lady Lisa. Leonardo da Vinci, the creator and painter behind Mona Lisa, never completed the portrait though. When he died in 1519, it was one of the many unfinished works left to his assistant. Did you know that one of the biggest crushes on Mona Lisa was none other than Napoleon? The French emperor once had Mona Lisa hanging in her bedroom in the Tuileries Palace for about 4 years, beginning in 1800. He was so fascinated by the painting, which inspired his affection for the pretty Italian girl named Teresa Guadagni, who was actually a descendant of Lisa Gherardini, Mona Lisa herself. A lot of people, including myself, will assume that Mona Lisa is a giant painting, but that's not really the case. The painting is actually measured up to 30 inches by 21 inches and weighs about 18 pounds. Some people may also assume that one of Mona Lisa's natural beauties is her lack of eyebrows. However though, in 2007, an ultra-detailed digital scan actually showed in the painting that Da Vinci did add eyebrows as well as bolder eyelashes, but both had faded over time and fallen victim of years of restoration work. The charm and beauty of Lisa was so strong that even her painting has struck a lot of hearts. It inspired the admiration as a string of suitors bared flowers, poems, and impassioned notes, and climbed the high staircase of the Louvre to gaze into her limpid and burning eyes. As stated by writer R.A. Scotti, who wrote The Vanished Smile, The Mysterious Theft of Mona Lisa, there is over 1 million artworks in the Louvre collection. She alone received her own mail. She has received many love letters, and for a time, but the piece was flooded with so much attention that the police were actually involved to protect the artwork. The painting has its own mailbox at the Louvre because of the love letters it receives. And that fiasco doesn't just stop there. For an artist named Luc Maspero threw himself off the 4th floor of the Parisian hotel, committing suicide. His note stated, "For years I have grappled desperately for her smile. I prefer to die." In 1910, an enamored fan came before her solely to shoot himself as he looked upon her. Wow, and I thought crazy fans today were extreme. Now, the Mona Lisa is so well protected that it's actually covered in a bulletproof glass to prevent threat or injury. Also, in the Louvre Grand Gallery, it has a climate controlled to keep her ideal environment. But however, glass cases don't do too much, as the Mona Lisa was once attacked. If you look very close at Lisa's left elbow, you'll notice the damage, which was done by a man named Hugo Unganza Villegas, a Bolivian who chucked a rock at the portrait in 1956. A few months before, another art attacker pitched acid at the painting, which hit the lower section. These attacks inspired the bulletproof glass in 2009, which successfully rebuffed a ceramic mug hurled by an enraged Russian woman who had been denied at their French citizenship. Being a very popular and priceless painting, no one cannot get their hands off of Lisa. See, in August 21st, 1911, the Mona Lisa was stolen from the Louvre. The New York Times compared the public display of grief to the scene in the wake of the Princess Diana's death in 1997. Thousands poured into the Louvre to stare in shock at the blank wall where she was once hung and leave flowers and notes and other remembrance, just as if she was a deceased or lost family member. Oh, and get this. One of the suspects is none other than the artist Pablo Picasso. He was actually brought into questioning. However, though, the true thief was caught in 1913. The thief was a Louvre employee by the name of Vincenzo Peruggia, who was a proud Italian nationalist. He smuggled the painting out under his smock because he felt it belonged to his in the Da Vinci's homeland, in Italy, not France. After hiding it for 2 years, Peruggia was busted trying to sell Mona Lisa to a Florence art dealer. Well, at least Lisa got to be reunited to her homeland in Italy one last time. But there is more into this mystery and history, as a man by the name of Marquis of the Vale of Hell confessed to American Reporter that he was a true mastermind behind the theft of the Mona Lisa. It will actually make kind of sense it would be more than a one-man job, since Mona Lisa was encased in a heavy wood backing and glass case that could weigh over 200 pounds. In the book by journalist Diane Hales, which was titled Mona Lisa, A Life Discovered, Mona Lisa actually returned and inspired a fashion trend. In Parisian cabarets, dancers dressed in a La Joconde performed a saucy can-can, which was something beyond the painting's wild popularity had changed. It had left the Louvre a work of art. She returned as a public property, the first mass art icon. And there was a lot of women who had the La Joconde look, with dusting yellow powder on their faces and necks to suggest her golden complexion and embolizing their facial muscles to mimic her iconic smile. Sources have stated that this might not be the only Mona Lisa painting. There happens to be a second one in Museo del Pedro, Madrid, that was probably painted by one of Da Vinci's pupils. Leonardo da Vinci used more than 30 layers of paint on Mona Lisa, some of which were thinner than human hair. Seeming how this process is very different from getting a selfie, Leonardo da Vinci had to find ways to get Mona Lisa to stay relaxed and entertained. So he had 6 musicians play for her and installed a musical fountain invented by himself. He also had poetry read to her, as well as having a couple animals, like a Parisian cat and a greyhound dog to keep her company. You probably already know this from history class or from other sources, but did you know that Leonardo da Vinci was not just an artist but also an inventor? And he was also a bit of a musician himself. Did you know that he also spent 12 years painting the Mona Lisa's lips? 12 years! That is dedication. The Mona Lisa is worth approximately $782 million. I wonder if people want to steal this. In 1983, Tadahiko Ogawa, who was a Japanese artist, made a copy of the Mona Lisa completely out of toast. And going back to the lists of all the kidnappers, one of them, or at least the potential kidnappers, included the Nazis. Mona Lisa was moved around 6 times during World War II to escape the clutches of the German forces. Hey, get this. It is quite possible that the famous Mona Lisa painting is actually a self-portrait of Leonardo da Vinci in drag. There's a lot of different popular versions of Mona Lisa, but the one that's actually pretty popular over the original is the Mona Lisa with a mustache. It was a work created by the surrealist artist Marcel Duchamp. Underneath he wrote LHOOQ. The letters pronounced in French sound like the French phrase, "She has a hot app." Well, here it is, folks. My own interpretation of Mona Lisa. Completely off the brain, no references, no eyesight. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you learned some nice little facts about our girl Mona Lisa. I also want to let you folks know that I will be a little busy these couple of months for some work on other projects, as well as getting back my eyesight. But I will return with more facts, more drawings, and more fun. Hope you guys enjoy the day. Be happy, be healthy, happy Easter, and above all else,
April Fools.
Hey everyone, this is Jordan from Madtown Studios. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be putting up new content each month. Down below in the comments, if you have any questions for me or if you have any recommendations of what I should draw, please let me know. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more updates from Madtown Studios, tap that subscribe button down below. Well, see you next time. Peace.